Hey everybody, it's Kelly Acheson coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I have some really cool projects to show you. I've got a matching card and this cute little crate that I made out of cardstock that holds a cello bag with some chocolates in it. This is using the new Thoughtful Branches stamp set and matching dies. So I'm going to show you how to make this cute little crate, and I'll give you some tips on the matching card. Can you see the shimmer from the wink of Stella? And can you see the shimmer and the little pearls on here? Super, super fun and easy, and everybody's been asking me on the pictures I've been posting, oh my gosh, that flower looks like it's really difficult. It's not. It's just a framelit. You're going to stamp it. This is the Thoughtful Branches stamp set, and of course it's much bigger than it looks in the package. It's got lots of words in there and lots of images. You can do Christmas also because there's some evergreen trees in here. Fall, spring, summer, winter, and these beautiful hydrangeas. So we've got a tree and a couple birds and some leaves and some stems and a tree trunk, and also the Thinlit for the flowers or for leaves on a tree. So this is a really versatile set. This is called Beautiful Branches. It's the Thinlit dies. You can purchase this separately, and also Thoughtful Branches, the stamp set, or you can buy them together as a bundle. These are only going to be available in the month of August, starting on August 2nd. So I'm going to show you how to make the crate today. And then before I get finished, I wanted to show you my other projects. You may have already seen them. This is a beautiful card made with the elegant eggplant purple color. And then I've also got the little crate here that I made to match it. And how about a little home decor? This is just an adorable gift set. This is just a canvas, and I believe it's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I just swooshed some paint on the background, some acrylic paint, added all my little elements. This is from the Jar of Love, and everything else is from the Thoughtful Branches bundle. Let's get back to this project. I'm going to show you how I made this and give you some cute little tips and all the dimensions and directions to do it. Let's get started. We're going to start with 2 pieces of Crumb Cake cardstock. This one is 9 inches long by 3 inches wide, and this one is 5 by 4. I'm going to bring in my Hardwood background stamp, and I've got it laying right here. You want to ink these big background stamps up by laying them down face up and applying your ink to them this way. The 5 by 4 piece of Crumb Cake you are going to put on your background stamp lengthwise, so it's longer this way. And I just like to use a piece of scrap typing paper so that I don't get my fingers all dirty. Beautiful. Okay, our piece of 9 by 3 inch Crumb Cake needs to be scored at 2.5 inches on each end. And this is going to be the sides of your crate. So before we burnish the fold line, we're going to stamp the sides with this hardwood background stamp so it gives it that wood grain look. I'm just going to put one here, and you don't need to get it perfectly on the score line because the other part of the crate is the bottom and it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then ink it up again, and we're going to do the other side. Oops, let me get that covered. There we go. There's no sense in getting dirtier than you have to. Okay, so these are our crate sides. This is going to fold. I'm going to bring my bone folder in here and burnish those edges. So we're going to put it in our paper cutter here, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. When I have smaller scores like 1/2 inch like this, I like to run my paper through the right side of my trimmer. It just makes it a little easier. You've got this whole edge right here butting up against your backboard to keep it straight, and it's just helpful. Then we're going to turn it, and you're going to cut at 1 inch intervals. So we've got, whoops, that's our score. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces. Again, we're going to fold on these edges and give them a nice crisp edge with your bone folder. The only thing I have left to do on this piece is to put in some handles. I was looking around for what I could use for handles. Inside the jar of Love Thinlits is one of the lids for the jars. I thought that would work perfect for little handles, and it really does look like a little handle on the end of my crates. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot with my magnetic platform and a cutting plate and cut out both of these handle ends. Voila! Perfect, right? Now we're going to assemble our crate, and it's nothing more than just putting these little panels on the sides. So I'm going to fold in my tabs, put a little bit of glue on them, and glue them in place. Of course, you want to make sure you're getting them in there straight and that they're the same distance. I don't put them all the way to the bottom. There's a little gap in there like a little crate would have. You want to make sure they're the same on both sides there. So I'll get all these glued in, and then I'll come back and show you the hydrangea. Okay, oops, this one looks a little bit crooked. There we go. That's why I love using the glue. You can slide things around after you take a step back and look at them. Here's our cute little crate that's going to fit our little candy or any other gift you'd like to put in there, quite frankly. Now we're going to move on to our hydrangea. So I used the flower image and also the leaves that are here. We're going to stamp the hydrangea flowers, or actually this is the leaves for the trees. So, but I'm going to make flowers out of it. We're going to stamp that or ink that up in black ink, and we're going to stamp it on some Peekaboo Peach cardstock. Perfect. Now we're going to die cut our flowers, and I'm using the magnetic plate and the precision cutting plate. This is the best combination to use with these very intricate dies. So remember, you don't use this with framelits that are an outline or a frame, but you do use it with the ones that have all the little holes in it and are very intricate. Got our cardstock, and this is very, very easy to line up with the Thinlit and one more cutting plate, and I like to run these through twice. So up once and then back again. And this one tends to fall right off, which is kind of neat too. Before we go any place with this, I also need a pool party layer. If you'd like to bring in your die cut brush, that works pretty good to help you get out all these little bits and pieces. Using that combination with the precision plate and the magnetic plate really does a nice job. So I found that I had kind of stopped using these real intricate things before we got the precision plate and the die brush, because they were just such a pain. It took so long to get all these little bits and pieces out that I just found myself not really enjoying using them so much anymore. But now that I have the combination of these fabulous tools, I don't hesitate. Which of course makes for a happy stamper. You're supposed to leave the Thinlit on here while you do this. But I find that Thinlit just kind of falls right off, which is nice because you don't have to pick it out. But see how easy all these pieces fall out? If this isn't happening for you with your intricate dies, you need to get the precision plate and this brush and foam pad. They come together. They're magnificent. And all I'm going to do is glue these together. So the way that I glue them together is I put some dots of my liquid glue on them, and I just kind of add them in bigger places on the back of this layer. And you don't need to get crazy with it. Doesn't need to hold up a bunch of weight or anything. And then I'm going to, instead of putting it directly over the pool party image, I'm just going to twist it a little bit so that you can see that pool party peeking out from under there. So do you see what I mean? Cute, right? And I did die cut some of the leaves already from the leaf die, so I have those done. I am going to glue my flowers on here. And again, you could probably put them on with dimensionals, but what I found is that the dimensionals will peek through. The front of your image. So I just found that the glue worked better. And I'm just going to put that on here. And then I tend to like to place my leaves where I want them. So I'll put just a little bit of glue on the back of my leaf. You don't need a lot. And I'll just set it right in here. And I need one more leaf. I just took the leaves and I cut them off. That's all I did here. There we go. So that gives you a little green under there. These are Pear Pizzazz, by the way. Then I took some white shred and some toffee Hershey's nuggets, wrapped it with some of the Peekaboo Peach Ruched Ribbon. And there's our fabulous little gift. Super easy, right? I like easy. So let me show you the matching card I made. Here's our matching card. And I used Crumb Cake for my stem and leaves. I've got the same color combo here with the Pool Party and the Peekaboo Peach. And I put a Your Kindness Makes a Difference. Some striped paper. I actually made this striped paper with a striped background stamp. It's a diagonal striped background stamp. I love that we have this now because striped paper just adds that extra wow factor to your projects. I stapled the ribbon on here and tied it with a little black baker's twine. And then if you can see, I added the teeny tiniest little pearls on there. There's one thing I forgot to show you. Doggone it. Put in some Wink of Stella. Just swipe some around on the front of your hydrangea. And that will really add that nice little sparkle. And you don't have to be too particular with it. I'm just kind of going over and putting it any place. You can tip it in the light and see if you've missed any areas. And that just also adds that little extra glimmer, and you can kind of see that on my card here, I hope, with the camera. So here we go. Perfect little gift set to give to just somebody who's done something nice for you, or maybe your neighbor who kept an eye on your house while you were gone. It doesn't cost much, but it's that little extra thought that makes the most difference. I hope you're as excited as I am about this bundle. This is coming out August 2nd. It'll be available and you can go right to my blog and click on the Buy Now button. Head right over to my Stampin' Up! Store. So add a little sparkle to somebody's day. Send them a card. And give them a gift. Thanks for stamping with me today. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Hop on over to my blog, astampabove.com. You can also email me at kelly@astampabove.com. I'd love to hear your comments. Share with me what you're making. I love to see what everybody's making. Have a great day.